Welcome to Kaumudi Global. We know United States as a power bloc in all ways, whereas China is known for its hidden existence in every world matters. India is always in a stand where it is having a diplomatic and smooth relation with every country, and same with the either countries mentioned, US and China. The recent Indian overtures to China have not led to any perceptible change in its general attitude, but nevertheless, there are some indications that Peking is no longer barring its doors completely against all possibilities of better relations except on its own narrow terms. And today we are not going to discuss about the diplomatic relations, their defense systems or any of their border issues. But the latest comment on China by US for India, which reads, China a major challenge to India and world. This came after a decisive meeting between India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval with US counterpart. Let us analyze the comment in a deeper way. The United States and India on Tuesday formally established a high-level initiative on critical and emerging technologies or ICET. As said earlier, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval had a fruitful discussion with his US counterpart at the White House. In the discussions, there was a laser focus on aligning Washington and New Delhi's strategic, commercial and scientific approaches, specifically in the field of technology. Officials did announce several concrete steps that the initiative will be taking forward from the high-power meeting in Washington. Sullivan, in an interview with reporters, said that ICET would serve both countries' deeper strategic interests, according to the Washington Post. ICET has no explicit reference to China, but the Biden administration sees technology development vis-a-vis China as a zero-sum game that the US cannot lose, hence ICET could be an important way forward. The US-India defense and artificial intelligence dialogue is a multi-layered approach, and China is one of the dimensions as it is a major challenge to New Delhi and the world, a senior administration official said. On whether there were any geopolitical concerns about China and Russia, Sullivan said, a big part of the story is fundamentally about a bet on high-tech and an industrial innovation policy. That is at the core of the president's entire approach to his presidency. So, the China-Russia factors are real, but so is the idea of building a deep, democratic ecosystem with high technology. Sullivan acknowledged the geopolitical dimension of the initiative, saying, the backdrop of geopolitical competition with China has been a feature of the US-India relationship now for more than a decade. There is much more about India's rise and the US desire to participate in that rise. This is important with regard to China. I think that they have proven themselves time and again to be a challenge for India and for the world. And I think working together as like-minded countries is a beneficial and necessary part of our Indo-Pacific strategy. A key element of the initiative is semiconductor supply chain diversification. US announced its plan is to help India grow its legacy chip-making capabilities while continuing the flow of top engineers that study and work in the United States. Sullivan said, we welcome the supply chain diversification that it would bring, as also the opportunities for research and development, cooperation and talent exchange. It sends a very clear signal on our views about India playing a larger role in the global semiconductor ecosystem and value chain. It is true that US has imposed controls on some of the most advanced chips for AI applications. So coming to the end of this discussion, what really world thinks about China? Around 7 in 10 people hold unfavorable views about China across 19 countries in Europe, North America and the Asia Pacific, according to a survey by the Washington-based Pew Research Center. China's public image remains broadly negative in many countries as a whole, and the latest comment by the power bloc US is really again deteriorating China's image to worse. I'm Shreya signing off. If you liked the video, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you want to send us any news or feedback, please send it us on kaumudiglobal@gmail.com.